Hello, my dear friends. I hope you're all doing great. Today's episode is going to be a bit different. A lot of you have asked for this topic. So please let me know in the comments if you find it helpful. Hey Jawad, why do you look upset today?
Oh, it's nothing. Ikra. I was just feeling a little worried about my English.
About English? There's no need to worry. Are you planning to travel abroad?
Are you saying that someone shouldn't work on improving their English unless they plan to go abroad?
No. That's not what I meant. But these days, a lot of people are learning English for exams, or to improve their chances of getting a job overseas.
That's true, but for now, I'm not planning anything like that. I just think being fluent in English is essential for getting a good job.
I totally agree. Being fluent in English can definitely enhance job prospects and open up a lot of doors.
Exactly. Even though I've been studying it for 3 years, I'm still struggling with speaking.
Wow. 3 years. That's quite some time. You need to figure out where you're facing difficulties.
I often get confused about which preposition to use in certain situations.
Oh, prepositions. Yes, they can be tricky. I get it, prepositions don't always follow fixed rules.
Exactly. It seems like there are so many options, and I just can't tell which one is right.
It all comes down to practice and exposure. The more you speak and listen to English, the easier it will be to choose the right preposition in the right situation.
Do you think prepositions are really that important for fluency in English?
Absolutely. Prepositions clarify the relationship between words in a sentence. They give us important information like location, time, or position.
How many prepositions are there in English?
There are about 150 prepositions in English, and they are super important. Without them, our sentences would be unclear.
I don't want to learn all of them.
Laughs, you don't have to learn all at once. But remember, using the wrong preposition can completely change the meaning of a sentence.
What are some of the most common prepositions?
The most common ones are in, on, at, of, for, with, to, from, by, about, into, out, up, down, over, under, between, among, across, and through.
How did you practice using prepositions?
Would you like to know?
Of course. Please tell me how you practice them.
Well, I used to write them down and try to memorize them, but after a few days, I'd forget how to use them correctly.
That happens to me too.
It's okay to forget. The way you were practicing wasn't the most effective. You have to try using new words in actual conversations, or at least make sentences with them. Practice makes perfect.
So, I should start making my own sentences while learning prepositions, right?
Yes. This will help you reinforce your understanding. Try to include different prepositions in your sentences. It's a great way to improve your language skills.
Hey, Aaron, you're better at English than me. Could you practice with me using some examples?
Sure. No problem. The preposition at is used to indicate a specific time, like clock time. For example, at 9 p.m. tells us exactly when the movie will start.
Can you explain more about how to use at?
When we use at with time, we specify a clear, specific point on the clock. It's different from in or on, which we use for periods like in the morning or on Monday. At pinpoints an exact time.
Can you give me more examples?
Sure. Here are a few. The train leaves at 8 a.m. Dinner is served at 7:30 p.m. The meeting starts at noon.
Let me try. I arrived home at night. Was that right?
Yes. Great job. Now, let's move on to the second usage of at, indicating a specific location.
When referring to a specific place, we use at to pinpoint the exact location, right?
Exactly. For instance, I am at the library, the party is at Sarah's house, or she's waiting at the bus stop.
Interesting.
Now let's ask our audience how they enjoyed today's episode.
Yes, friends, did you find today's video helpful? If so, leave a comment so we can keep making more content like this.
And don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed today's episode. We'll be back with more helpful tips soon.